friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I am Martina Lily and today we're going to put to the test this new Natasha Denona Hygiene Skincare Infused Glow Beautifier. It is quite the name. A lot of you guys have been asking for a review of this, or if I'm going to review this, so we're putting it to the test today, and I am going to compare it to the new Fenty Beauty Demi Glow as well for you guys and let you know which one I think is personally worth your money more if you're looking at the two of them, or why you might pick one over the other. So hopefully that all sounds interesting to you guys. If it does, go ahead and do the YouTubey things like subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. You guys are zoomed in nice and close, 4K, no filters, nothing like that. Everything that I have on my face today will be linked in the description box down below for you guys. They are affiliate links though, so if you shop through them, thank you so much. I appreciate it. On My Eyes is coming tomorrow. The tutorial of the look and the swatches and stuff. It's actually the new Glaminatrix Cosmetics Glimmerine Creatures Volume 3 metallics and some other things. So this is coming hopefully tomorrow or the next day. Like, it's coming very soon after this one. Okay, let's get into this. So this is the new Natasha Denona Hygiene Skincare Infused Glow Beautifier. And I got the shade light, one light, and there's 4 shades. And the shade range I think is pretty decent. Like, it's kind of light, medium, deep dark from my understanding. I will say though, I do think just initially off the bat from swatches, I haven't tried it on the face yet though, but from swatches, if you are paler than me, I think this might be a bit deep for you, but we'll see. Now, this highlighter has actually come from, or stemmed from, the inspiration from the Hygiene Skin Glass Primer. This is a product that I've actually had for a while. It does have fragrance in it, so I don't use it too often, just in case it, like, if I use fragrance every single day in a product, for primer especially, it will break me out. But I can use it like kind of every, like a day or 2 a week. But this is actually a beautiful product. So this is a very lightweight serum primer. If you're someone that's got dry skin or likes a glowy skin look, this primer is beautiful. And I will say, anytime I use that primer underneath my foundation looks phenomenal. I will say that. So that's how this product was born. And I have even seen on the Natasha Denona Instagram page that she puts a couple of drops in here and actually mixes these 2 products together to create even more of like a creamy highlight formula. And I actually messaged Natasha Denona's like team on Instagram and said, if you put the drops of this directly in here like she does in one of her reels, does it change the formula of this kind of powder? And they said no, it just dries down to like kind of go back to normal. And I was like, interesting. I'm personally not going to put that to the test today, to be honest with you. I just want to see how this product performs on its own, but I thought I'd mention it. Okay, let's get into the details. Now, I've done like really up close swatches and stuff like that for you of this product and comparing it to this one, so we'll get to that in a minute. I want to give you guys just the overview of this product to begin with. So the product is 48 USD, which is about 72 Australian dollars. If you are in the US, I believe you can get this like off Ulta and her website directly. If you're in the UK and Europe and stuff, you can get this off her website directly. I'll have all that linked down below for you guys. I do have a discount code as well if you're interested. If you're Australian and you're spending quite a bit of money on the Natasha Denona website, then you can pick this up and get free shipping. If not, I recommend picking it up off Beautylish if you are in Australia. It's not dropped on Sephora Australia yet. It's in Beautylish and you can get free shipping with Beautylish, and I personally love shopping off there. Okay, 12-month expiry. It is made in Italy and it has 10 grams of product, which is huge. I'm looking down, sorry, because I do actually have notes. I really went into some depth of comparing these products. So the claims are like it's ultra creamy, lightweight powder, gel-like texture. I will say I looked at the ingredients of this, did not look at the ingredients before I purchased it. If I did, I wouldn't have purchased it. This has coconut oil in it and fragrance. I can get away with a fragrance, I really can, but I can't get away with the coconut oil. So we're gonna see if this product breaks me up. I will have a little note in the description box, or yeah, I'll have a note in the description box if this does break me out. I can sometimes get away with just a little bit of highlight with coconut in it because it's, you know, layered on top of so many products, it doesn't like penetrate in. But if you are sensitive to fragrance and coconut at all, then you can immediately rule this one out, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to swipe into the in-depth swatch of this product that I've kind of filmed some like B-roll, and then I'm going to come back and we'll compare the notes between the Fenty and this one. So there's swatches. Looks very beautiful, looks very smooth. Let us quickly compare this one, like the specs, versus this Fenty Beauty one. So I did do an initial review of this Fenty Beauty one the other day on my channel. I'll link that down below if you're interested, where I compare, like I just actually reviewed it for the first time, and I was also reviewing the Rephr Beauty luminous blushes. The specs of this one is 40 USD, which works out to be about 60 Australian dollars, so it's a little bit cheaper. However, you do only get 4.5 grams of product in here. So basing it off product amount, you're getting better value off the Natasha Denona. Also made in Italy. This one has 9 shades, which is amazing. It's a great, great shade range. We expect nothing less from Fenty Beauty. It's designed to be a skin tone based, smooth glide, no grit type shimmer. It's also long wear, transfer proof, and waterproof. I'm not going to test the waterproof personally, but that's what they say. This is also a baked formula. So this one is like a gel-like formula. This is a baked formula. And it also says it has butterfly lavender extract in it, which I have no idea what that is, but that's what it says it has. And it does not have coconut or fragrance in it. So this is a very me-friendly product, no fragrance, no coconut. So I have done in-depth swatches of these two in comparison. So we're now going to swipe into the B-roll of those swatches and the comparisons of these two products, and then we're going to come back and put it on the face. So that is the swatches. I mean, it's kind of hard with a highlighter. I feel like sometimes highlighters kind of look the same but kind of don't. I think the biggest just initial thoughts from me with these ones, just initially without putting it on the face, is when you swatch it, you can definitely feel they're both very silky and very smooth to swatch. So this is the Natasha, this is the Fenty. They just feel like silk. Pure silk. They're beautiful. The Fenty feels a little bit, for lack of a better word, thicker, but not in a bad way, just thicker than the Fenty Beauty, which I would kind of expect given this is a gel texture versus a baked. The Fenty Beauty, I think you can just tell, has less of a, it's less of a metallic, I feel, than the Natasha Denona, but we'll see how that goes on the face. And I feel like you could see just in this B-roll, hopefully, that this one is a little bit deeper and yeah, just that more metallic tone. So let's put these on the face and see how we go. I don't actually know what brush to use for this one. I might actually use this What's Up Beauty R201 highlighter brush because it's a little bit denser than my normal Smashbox one. This is the one I'll use for my Fenty because the Fenty is a straight powder. I like to use a more diffused brush, but because this is a gel-like, almost cream-like feeling, I feel like a denser brush is going to be a little bit better. So I'm going to pick some of this up with the brush. I think even in the how-to it says you can use this, yeah, because it's like creamy. I'm wondering if even a sponge might be better. We'll try the brush. I'll also mention, sorry, that I forgot to before in the description, Natasha Denona says that this product can be used as a primer as well. So like she says pore smoothing. I don't personally see how this would be pore smoothing given that it's so metallic, but I unfortunately for you guys cannot test that theory. It has coconut oil in it. If I use this as a primer, I will get acne all over my face from the coconut oil. But you can, if you're not sensitive to that, use this as a primer. You can also, like I said, mix it with the High Gem primer and then still apply that with as a primer and stuff as well. But I'm going to use this as a straight highlight. That's very texturizing instantly, so nope. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I would not apply that with a brush because see how it's now melted into the skin? Let's try with a sponge. I think might be the way to go because of this being a gel-like texture. It will melt more naturally. Yeah. Okay, so that's it there. I mean, it's pretty. It's actually not too deep. I thought this was going to be a bit too deep, but it's not. Doesn't leave a white cast when looking straight forward, so that's good. Okay. I will say, instantly, I just see this like metallic streak and texture. When I run my finger over it and kind of blend it in, it gets better. But then I feel like the glow disappears. All right, let's put this Fenty one on the other side. So this is just a Smashbox brush. So Fenty is definitely more of a natural finish. See that? You can literally not even detect that on the skin really. It highlights texture. If I get really close to the mirror, I can see a little bit of texture. It is a highlighter after all. But definitely like I have to be right up close, right? And I just can't see where it starts or it ends. It's very natural and soft. Whereas this one, I mean, this one looks a lot more natural and soft now that I've like blended it in, but I also feel like it's kind of gone away again. So let's put a little bit more on with the sponge. Yeah. And then, I mean, that's very blinding. Let's see if we build up this Fenty one a little bit more. There you go. Ooh, look at that. Okay. So no setting spray, no nothing on the face. And I don't have any liquid highlight on either at all, by the way. So this is the Natasha Denona. And that's the Fenty. Even building that Fenty one up, I have less texture than I do on this side. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the texture that this brings right here? It's not too bad, don't get me wrong, but it does not look natural. It does when I kind of do this though, so that's better. All right, let's set these with a little bit of setting spray. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray because I would always do this. This is how I set my face. And this is when I just find that the products will just really melt in together. Okay. I mean, it looks lovely now that it's melted in, but has it? Can we still see it? Whereas I feel like, Okay. Natasha Denona, Fenty. All right, let me go and finish the rest of my makeup and kind of see how this sits for a few minutes, and then I'll come back and give you guys my final thoughts. So 2 seconds. All right, my friends, this is the finished look. What do you guys think? Fenty versus Natasha Denona. I mean, Natasha Denona on its own. Here's my pros. One, I really like this packaging. It is very, very cute. It's like this metal, so it'll be easy to keep clean, and it is very thin. So if that's something that's like your bugaboo, it's really lovely, chic, luxury packaging. The formula as well feels very, very luxury. It definitely feels gel-like. Yeah, it feels nice. And now that I've like set it down, I can't see as much texture. So yeah, I think it's beautiful. It will enhance a little bit of texture. Keep that in mind. I would actually recommend applying this with a sponge or even just your finger and kind of lightly, very lightly just blending it in, because that was definitely a way that I got the least amount of texture. And then once I kind of like sprayed it with my setting spray and like melted it all in, this texture has gone away. Like I said, if you are sensitive to fragrance or coconut, stay away because they're very high on the ingredients list. It's disappointing that it's got both of those ingredients, if I'm honest, but that's just for me because I'm sensitive to them. I don't know. I think if you are someone that really wants a blinding highlight, or you're also maybe like got dry skin, or you're just a makeup preference wearer, that you would use this as well with a primer, or as a primer, sorry, I could see this being really a fave. I really could, especially because you can really, I think you could see like you could build this up to be quite blinding, and then it has kind of come down quite natural. So it's quite versatile in that aspect. I personally do not see how this would smooth pores, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm not going to try this as a primer. Like I said, the coconut oil is going to give me acne, so definitely check out other people's reviews because I'm sure they will use it as primer. But just even the way that this went on, I just don't see how that would smooth pores, but I could honestly be very wrong about that, so keep that in mind. Yeah, I mean, if you really want to try it and those points hit the list for you, I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's a very, very beautiful product. It really is. In comparison with the Fenty Beauty, which one would I pick personally? I would pick, oh, I just dug my nail into that. That's all right, because it's gel-like, we can just smooth it straight back over. Okay, sorry, going back to my point of Fenty or Natasha Denona, personally, we should swap them because this is the Fenty side. I would pick Fenty Beauty. I would. I like the formula much better. It's a lighter, smoother formula. I wouldn't say it's necessarily more luxury feeling. They both feel very luxury. I mean, they're both made in Italy, so to be honest with you, usually, like, the fact that they're made in Italy, they're high quality products, you know. Italy produces some amazing cosmetics. I just liked I like this baked formula more. I also like this shade more. I like the shade range of the Fenty Beauty one more. And I like the finish on the skin. Like, you can build this up to be, you know, quite a bit blinding as well. But the way that this builds up to be blinding isn't straight metallic. It's like a super duper glow from within. Doesn't enhance texture at all. Like, you can't tell where it starts and ends on the skin. There's no harsh lines. Whereas with this one, it could just be my skin tone. Like, it could just not be a perfect match for my skin tone. But when I was building this one up, it really got really metallic, and you could kind of just see that like highlight streak, which I don't personally super duper love. Keeping in mind, I'm not a makeup artist, so it could be a user error, you know, grain of salt, all that thing, just my opinion. But yeah, personally for me, I know that this is less product, so ultimately it's a little bit more expensive, but personally for me, the Fenty Beauty one is the buy, especially for, like, I'm 34 years old, you know, I don't want to be enhancing texture. I just want my glow to be looking really natural and lit from within. So yeah, for me personally, the Fenty Beauty wins. However, I do think that there is a lot of people out there that will love this product. I don't think it's a bad product in any way, shape or form. And in contrast, even with my whole highlighter collection, it's not my favorite. In fact, I actually like the Natasha Denona Plexi Glow highlighter. Instantly, I can tell you more than this one, just because this does have such a metallic-y kind of tint to it. But that very well could be for some people, so keep that in mind. Anyway, that is my thoughts on these two highlighters, and particularly the Natasha Denona one. Let me know your thoughts down below. Is it a product that you're looking at picking it up? Have you already picked it up and tried it? What do you think? Again, just keep in mind all my own opinion and my preferences. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with them, but I'm interested to hear what you guys think of them. Now, if you're watching to this point, you know you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you, and an extra special shout out to my Lily absolute legends. Thank you so much for supporting my channel and community here. I appreciate you, and thank you to all of my beautiful members. I appreciate you, and I hope you have the most amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye.